With me for a bit today is Holly Jurnovoy, president of Impact 100. This fantastic group does such great work in the community. They are in the middle of their annual membership drive with the goal of swelling their ranks to 1,000 women so that they, in 2014, can give $1 million to the community to make it a better place. Holly, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Shannon. We really appreciate all of our media partners that help us raise awareness of our mission.
Which is such a great idea. I love the story behind Impact and how it started and what it's meant to the community in all these years that you guys have been active. So share with the viewers a little bit about the story of the group's history.
Well, in 2003, Debbie Ritchie was reading People magazine as she sat in the carpool line. And
God bless the carpool line.
Absolutely. She read a story about Impact 100 Cincinnati. And the idea is very simple. Each woman donates $1,000, and we award grants in increments of $100,000. Last year, we had 836 women join, and we awarded 8 grants of $104,500.
And the idea is that pooling the resources then allows, pardon the pun, a bigger impact for the dollars that are given.
Giving. It's absolutely high impact giving. Our mission is to know and serve our community, to fund significant grants to charitable initiatives, and to set an example of effective philanthropy. And I think that's really effective philanthropy.
Absolutely. And you separate the grants into categories.
5 focus areas. We award grants really to affect the entire community. We award grants in the areas of arts and culture, education, environment, recreation and preservation, family, and health and wellness.
So that way you're definitely spreading the wealth and making sure that all of those kind of key things, those are all areas that make our community rich and a great place to live.
It's really about collective giving. Women are pooling their funds, but it's also collective that we are able to affect the entire community.
Absolutely, and you've given grants to the Imogene Theater in Milton, so it's not just Pensacola-centric?
No, it's really the 2-county area. We are here to serve. All the funds must be awarded and used in Santa Rosa and Escambia counties. And 100% of our membership funds go directly to the nonprofits. We are run by an entirely volunteer board.
There's no overhead?
No overhead. Really, any costs we have to pay, like postage and printing, we are able to do with money that we have interest from the money we hold in the bank during the grant year, and just some very generous people in our community that give a little extra money so that we can take care of our administrative costs.
That's fantastic. And so tell us some of the grants that you gave out this year. I know the Pensacola Museum of Art was a beneficiary.
Pensacola Museum of Art was very creative. We were able to award their grant in the area of environment, recreation, and preservation. Because really, our Museum of Art here is an historic building. It's the old jail in Pensacola.
Yeah.
They have wood floors that have not been replaced in 107 years. They've been sanded like 6 or 7 times.
Right,
I mean, I
so
think
they're probably
down to
like
very
down to
thin.
this.
So we are putting new floors down in the Pensacola Museum of Art.
Great.
And also we're going to help them be more energy efficient because we're helping with their air conditioning, heating and cooling system and boiler. So if they can be better control of the humidity in the building, they will be able to get better exhibits in here that would not come previously because of the lack of humidity control.
Sure, and that's important because entities don't lend their works if they're not going to be well taken care of. And so this is going to allow the museum to expand its mission, and it's just great. Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. We also gave money last year to the Pensacola Humane Society. They're going to be creating a spay and neuter clinic, low-cost spay and neuter clinic in the community. Everybody's so excited about that one also. As you mentioned, the Imogene Theater, the grant was actually won by the Santa Rosa Historical Society. They're going to use it to light up the Imogene, as they're calling it, and they won in their 100th year. But I thought that was pretty cool.
That is fantastic. And they were destroyed by that awful fire.
Well, they were severely damaged,
ago,
yes. And Hurricane Ivan, I think, was very devastating for them also. We're also awarding funds to Favor House.
Great.
And the Gulf Coast Kids House, and the Independence for the Blind, and the Council on Aging, and I hope I haven't forgotten any. There were 8 last year. So
I think we hit them all. That's pretty good. If we forgot one, we did. We're not doing it on purpose, I promise.
Very sorry.
But so now is the time that folks can get involved in the mission because it's membership.
It's membership time. Membership runs until March the 1st, so we must have all funds in by March the 1st. But women can come to any one of our membership events, which are available on our website at impact100pensacola.org. Feel free to email us at info@impact100pensacola.org. Like us on Facebook. I'm really trying to build up our likes on Facebook.
Absolutely.
But yes, we'd love to have women come and join come to one of our membership groups. We'd love to have them join. But I also really want to encourage women to learn more about Impact 100 so that they can then encourage nonprofits in the community that they support to submit a grant to Impact 100.
Yes, I think that's so important because, you know, we all know that nonprofits in the community are always looking for new avenues of revenue, and sometimes when times are tight, you know, that's a little harder to come by, but I know that your grant process is very rigorous, and everyone vets the projects carefully. And
I want to say you're right. We're very rigorous, but we're also very helpful. We are here. We don't want to make it any more difficult for the nonprofits than it has to be. So we have a nonprofit workshop in April that I would like for them to attend.
Okay.
And the letters of intent to apply are due by April 30th, and the grant application will be due the last Friday in June.
Thanks so much, Holly, for being with us. And if you stay tuned, Shannon's Window is coming up next.